Hey guys, this is probably called scraping just to get by. It's a sloper traverse, pretty long one actually. These are just normal Mad Rock pads. Super sick climb. Pretty steep angle. You can kind of see, just super cool. But I'm just gonna go through the holds real quick. So it starts on Bullet. There's a really cool right hand. You can just match on this. Place the heel anywhere. Heel's good enough. You come in at this angle. And then I actually put a foot down here. Really good texture. Left heel up in here. And you'll just like lever off the right foot pushing, left heel. Cross up into this thing. It's a pretty big jug. Really tight slot though. I kind of have bigger fingers. There's not a lot of room there. But the starting holds are so good. You kind of just hit tips and just open hand hang. And then I started cutting feet. I was doing this slightly differently, but this is such a big jug. I was trying to save energy, so I actually just grabbed this, cut feet, bring a right heel up into this thing, and as you can see, it's actually got a really good lip. I'll match my hand in here, bump a right hand, and I was kind of hitting here. Still a really good edge. Then I'll change to a left heel, drop the left hand in here, toe hook on right hand. This thing's actually super sick. There's like this nice little bump here. Hard to see, I guess, but feels really good. Then you can left heel up in here. And then I'm crossing left hand on this thing. And when you're hanging under it, it's super good. And there's a couple like texture spots up here. This right hand that I use is actually pretty good, I'd say. You basically get a full pad on it. It ends up being 3 fingers for me, but and then you cross again into this thing and it ends up just wrapping, but there's some texture pocket right here, a little texture ripple, and you just hang in and you're just working your left heel the whole time, at least for me. So after I get this, I have this right hand. It's kind of a weird hold, not very ergonomic, but it is what it is. Like super good 3 fingers, maybe a half pad, almost a full pad on the biggest, and then the other 2 kind of stack in. It's like this weird triangular non-ergo hold. And then I'm just working my heel up in these textures up here. You kind of really don't have a good choice. You just like weight your heel, work your hips underneath. Then I'll have right hand coming into this left hand. I kind of just weight everything on this. Super cool from underneath. Just this perfect little hold. You get 3 fingers and just like really just weight it. This thing ends up being really good. Another weird little slimper. And when I'm right hand here, I'm just working my heel the whole time. This thing has this like sloped dish, and I end up meat hooking here, really just engaging with the squeeze of the palm. Fingers in this dish. This is the other right hand. You're on like a slab. Perfect little slimper. It's really good back three. There's this dish that kind of settles in so you can stack these two, and this one gets right there. And there's actually this foot under here. It's a nice little textured divot. That's what I pushed on to engage the heel. And then these holds, they actually, the right hand, they're still sloping a bit. Sorry, I had to stack some pads to get up here. Here's the first right hand, and it's kind of like rolling up, still sloped, like sloping down. I was on that, and then I just bumped this feature, and this thing was the final hold, and it's still coming at you, but there's this really nice little textured ripple here. I don't know if you can see that, but you can get your fingers engaged on that, and there's really good texture. Then I just cut my feet through, put them on this thing, just cut, put them on, and then groveled the top. When you get your right hand on this thing, there's actually some flat spots up there, and then just mantled.